welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 3 foam roller and lightweights class. So these are both optional, although I would suggest having at least one of the two props. So you could do this whole class with no roller and just a set of light dumbbells. These are like 2.2 kilos. You could use something lighter or heavier. You could use water bottles or soup cans or whatever you've got at home. And you could just not use the roller. We mostly use it for balance. Or you could do this whole class without any weights and just using the roller, and you would just go through the movements that we would do with the weights, but you would just not have any weights. Or you can do what I'm doing and use both of them. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comments section below. We are going to get started today at the top of our mat, standing on our roller with our dumbbells in our hands. So if you're not using your roller, like I said, you just ignore everything that I say about the roller. But if you are, then we're going to be standing on top of it. Starting at the top of your mat, you're going to come to stand on top of your roller. You're going to have your weights in both hands. Take a moment to get your balance, feet about hips distance apart. You'll take a nice deep inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears. And then a big open mouth exhale, let it go. One more like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Take your feet as wide as you want to for a squat. You're going to bring your hands to heart center with those weights. As you inhale, you're going to bend the knees, send the hips back, coming to your squat. Try not to let the knees collapse in. And then as you exhale, we're just going to press to stand. We're going to do a few like this without adding the arms. So inhale, come down into your squat. And then exhale, press to stand. We're going to do 8 more here. One more. And then you're going to come to standing. You're going to walk your feet a little bit in towards each other. You can stay with both feet down. Otherwise, we're going to take one leg. Bring your weights to your shoulders. Your palms face each other. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the right knee. Press the arms up and overhead. And then as you inhale, bring everything down. Switch legs. As you exhale, draw the left knee to the chest as you press the arms overhead. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift the right knee. Press. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift the left knee. Inhale, bring it down. We'll do 8 more on each side. You've got 2 more on each side. And then bring it down. You'll take your feet a little bit wider again, as much as you want to for a squat. Your weights are going to come down in between your legs now. So as you inhale, you're going to come down into your squat. As you exhale, you're going to bring the weights to the shoulders, turn your palms to face the front of the room and press up overhead. As you inhale, weights come down. See if you can tap them to the roller as you squat. And then as you exhale, bring your weights to your shoulders, stand and press, palms face the front of the room. Inhale, weights between the legs, tap the roller, squat. As you exhale, hands to the shoulders, straighten the knees, overhead press, palms face the front of the room. We've got 7 more, nice and slow. We've got 1 more. Beautiful. You're going to bring your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to come into a deadlift. So you're going to send your hips back, a little bend in the knees. Take the chest forward. So it's like you're shutting a door with your butt behind you. Hinge at the hips. And then as you exhale, you're going to drive through the back of your legs, come all the way to standing. So your spine doesn't have to be dead flat here. You've got natural curves in your spine, but you're not just rounding through your spine, right? You're lengthening through your sternum, sending your sit bones back behind you. And then as you exhale, you're driving through the back of the legs. We're going to do 3 more like this, and then we're going to add. So you inhale, come down halfway, palms face each other. As you exhale, you're going to fly the arms out to the side so the palms face the floor. Inhale them back together, and then as you exhale, come all the way to stand. Inhale, come halfway into your deadlift. As you exhale, come into a reverse fly, bend in the elbows. Inhale, bring the hands together. Exhale, come all the way to stand. We're going to do 8 more. Inhale it down. Exhale, fly, hold it at the top. Inhale, release. Exhale to stand. 7 more. See if you can take your whole inhale and your whole exhale to make the movement. So your whole exhale to get up to the top of your fly, your whole inhale to slowly release it down. Your whole exhale to come to stand. We've got 6 more. Last one. You're going to take both weights in one hand. Otherwise, you can just keep one weight in one hand. So I've got my weights in my right hand. I'm going to shift my weight into my right foot. I'm going to draw my left knee into my chest, and it's going to stay there. You're going to exhale, curl the, you're going to do a bicep curl, and then turn your palm to face the front of the room, overhead press. Bring it all the way back down. So you find a breath pattern that works here for you. I'm going to exhale to curl and turn my palm, press, and then I'm going to inhale, bring it all the way down.
It's really hard to talk and do this because it's hard to concentrate. We're going to do 8 more like this. Keep driving your left knee up towards the sky. Last 2. And then you'll set that left foot down, transfer the weights over to your left hand, transfer your weight into your left foot, draw your right knee into the chest, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to curl, flip your palm to face the front of the room as you press. Bring it all the way back down. You're going to curl, flip your palm to face the front of the room, press, and then bring it all the way back down. We've got 8 more here. Your right hand and arm can do whatever you need to do to keep yourself balanced. We've got 1 more. Beautiful. And then bring it back to center. We're going to come back into a squat, so bring your feet a little bit wide. I know this has been a long time standing on the roller, so if you're hurting your feet, take a break, come down, step back on. Otherwise, you're going to take your feet as wide as you want to for a squat. Your arms are going to come out to the side, palms face down, and then you're going to come into a squat as you sweep your arms still face down into, so your arms come in front of you as you come into a squat, and then as you stand, your arms come back out to the side. Palms stay down the whole time, keep your arms up. Inhale, come into your squat, reach your arms forward, and then as you exhale, arms to the side, come to stand. Inhale, squat, arms forward, exhale, stand, arms to the side. We've got 7 more. One more. Whew, hello, shoulders. Okie doke. We're coming into a warrior 3. So if you need to ditch the roller for this, ditch it. You're going to take the weight or weights in your right hand. You're only going to be using one arm, and you're going to ground down through your left foot. You're going to start to hinge forward into your warrior 3. So this might be enough. This might be where you stay and you just find your balance here. Otherwise, as you exhale, you're going to do a row. So your palm is going to face the midline, elbow comes narrow. Inhale to release it. Exhale to row. Inhale, release it. We've got 8 more. And then you're going to come all the way to standing. Take the weights to the other hand. Ground down through your right foot. Remember, you can use your right hand on a wall or a chair to balance. You'll send your left leg back behind you. Come into your lowest warrior 3 that you can. It might not look much like a warrior 3 here. You could stay, otherwise take an inhale. As you exhale, palm faces the midline as you take the elbow by the ribs, row. Inhale to release it. Exhale to row. Inhale to release it. We'll do 8 more here. Oops. And then you'll come all the way back up to standing. We're going to step off that roller for a bit. Don't get too excited, we're not done with the legs. You're going to roll that roller back behind you. So the ball of your right foot is going to be on the roller. And the roller is going to roll away from you. You're going to try to not let the roller move. So if you're on an uneven surface like me, that proves to be difficult. You're going to hop your left leg forward so much that when you come down into a lunge, your knee isn't coming way forward of your ankle. So palms are going to face the front of the room. As you inhale, you're going to bend both knees, load into the front leg, back, roller, stay still, raise your palms up. And then as you exhale, lower your arms, come to stand. Inhale, press into your whole left foot, straight arm raise, palms up, lunge. Exhale, come to stand. Inhale, exhale. We've got 7 more. One more. And then we're going to change it out. So your right foot comes forward, your left foot will find the roller, your left leg will try and keep that roller still. Make sure your stance is long enough and wide enough. As you bend the knees into the lunge, make sure your right knee is not coming way forward. Palms up, arms straight. Raise the arms to shoulder height. Exhale, press to stand, lower the arms. Inhale, straight arm raise, lunge. Exhale, press to stand. We've got 8 more on this side. Keep grounding down through the big toe side of that front foot. Don't roll to the outside edge. One more. And then come all the way up. Your roller is going to stay behind you, but now the top of your right foot is going to come to the roller, and the roller is going to move. Your palms are still going to face up. You're going to bring your hands up to shoulder height, and you're going to try and keep them there. So as you inhale, you're going to slide that roller back. So it's going to slide up your shin. You're going to bend your elbows so that your forearms are perpendicular to the floor. And then as you exhale, press through your left leg to stand. Hands reach out long. Exhale, you're going to bend the elbows like a bicep curl. Bend the knees. Inhale, everything straightens. We've got 8 more here. Try and keep those elbows at the same height as the shoulder. And keep hugging that left hip into the midline. One more here. And then you'll take it to the other side. So step your right foot forward. Top of the left foot will find the roller. We're going to do the same thing. So palms come up. Reach your arms out in front of you. Palms face the sky. As you inhale, bend both knees. Bend the elbows. And then as you exhale, press to stand. Straighten those elbows. Don't let the arms drop below the shoulder height. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. We've got 8 more here. Breathe through when it starts to get hard. There's about 5 reps to go. This is our last one. Whew, how are those shoulders? Okay, you're going to bring the roller. It doesn't matter what edge of your mat it's parallel to, but I'm going to face you. You're going to have your left foot on the roller. You're going to face so that you're facing the same direction as the long end of the roller. So my foot is parallel with my roller. We're in an uneven squat. You're going to come up onto the right tippy toes. Hands are going to start at the chest. As you inhale, you're going to sink into a squat. Most of your weight is into your right foot. As you exhale, you're going to press to stand. You're going to take your arms out to the side. So as you inhale, my palms face towards my chest. They're under my chin. I bend my knees. As I exhale, I press through the ball of my right foot to stand. My palms face down as I take them out to the side. Inhale, come into center. Exhale, press through your right leg. Arms come out to the side. We've got 7 more here. From here, we're going to start by not worrying about the arms. So you're going to come flat onto the right foot. Take your hands wherever is most comfortable for you. As you inhale, you're going to come into a squat. As you exhale, shift weight into the left foot. Get light on the right toes. See if you can come to stand on that roller on the left foot. And then inhale, come back into your squat. Exhale, press to stand. See if you can lift the right foot off. Come all the way to standing on the left. Inhale, come into your squat. We're doing 8 more like these. Once again, don't worry about the arms. The hands wherever is comfortable for you. Now we're going to come to stand on the left foot. So if you need to tap your right toes down, do it. Otherwise, try and keep that right foot floating. Take your hands down by your side. You might just be staying here and catching your balance. Otherwise, we're going to try and add an arm movement. So you're going to exhale, sweep your right arm forward. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, sweep your left arm forward. Inhale, bring it down. You can totally do this without weights. Exhale, right. Inhale it down. Woo. Exhale, left. Inhale it down. We're going to do 6 more in total. Last one. And then you'll bring it down. You'll step off the roller and you'll take it underneath your right foot. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. Most of your weight is going to be on your left leg. Turn your palms to face your chest, hands underneath your chin, elbows bent. Inhale, come into your squat. As you exhale, palms flip to face the floor as you press them out to the side. Inhale, curl them in under your chin. Exhale, flip the palms, press them out to the side. We've got 8 more here. Keep loading up into that left leg. The right leg's just there for instability. We've got one more. You're going to bring those weights to wherever is comfortable for you. Come up onto the left toes. Oh, sorry, come onto the whole of your left foot. As you inhale, you're going to squat. As you exhale now, you'll come up onto the left toes. Shift weight into the right foot. See if you can straighten through the right leg. Come all the way to stand on the roller. And then inhale, ground down through the left foot, squat. Exhale, press all the way up. See if you can float the left foot. We've got 8 more. Oh no, my husband's about to make porridge with cinnamon and it's going to smell really good and be very distracting. We're going to come to stand all the way on the right leg on the roller. You can stay here, otherwise we're going to add that arm movement. So you can keep the left leg floating, take an inhale. As you exhale, the left arm, nope, gonna fall. The left arm will sweep forward and then you'll inhale it back down. And then you'll exhale, the right arm will sweep forward and then you'll inhale it back down. We're going to go for 8 more in total. Two more. Side was significantly harder for me. We're going to step off the roller. We're going to come to face the roller front on again. We're going to come back into a warrior 3. So remember, you can do this on the floor as well if you want to. You're going to place both of your weights in your right hand or just use one weight, whatever you prefer. You're going to take that left foot off. So it could just float a little bit behind you. You could also come into a power lunge here. That's also an option. Otherwise, you're going to float that right leg back behind you. This time your palm is going to face the back of the room and your elbow will come wide. As you exhale, you'll row and then inhale, release. Exhale, you'll row, inhale, release. So now we're doing a wide row, slightly different set of muscles. Got 7 more. And then you'll come all the way to standing. Take the weights over into your left hand. Ground down through your right foot. Float your left leg anywhere or any amount back behind you, or come into your power lunge. Your palm will face the back of the room. Your elbow will come wide. Take an inhale. As you exhale, row. Try not to bunch up through the top of your shoulders. Inhale, release. Exhale to row. Inhale, release. We've got 8 more. And then slowly come all the way to standing. We're going to come back into a squat. We're going to start to add some ab movement here. So you could hold one weight, otherwise you can hold both weights kind of between your hands here. Come as wide as you want to for a squat. Man, this ground is so uneven. As you inhale, you're going to come into your squat. As you exhale, you're going to stand. You're going to do a halo. So you'll circle your arms around your head to the right, like you're drawing a halo around your head. They'll come back to the chest, and you'll inhale into your squat. As you exhale, you'll press to stand. You'll circle around your head in the other direction. So your hands will circle to the left, up and around. You're going to find some more even ground. And then come back to center. Inhale, you'll squat. Exhale, you'll press to stand. Circle up and around to the right. Inhale, you'll come into your squat. Exhale, you'll circle up and around to your left. So when you're circling behind your head, try not to throw this movement into your lower back. So don't just stick your belly out and your chest out. Try and think of lengthening your tailbone, draw your ribs and your pelvis towards each other slightly. So you don't have to be really, really stiff and rigid through there. You want some movement, but you're not just like hyperextending into a back bend. You want the movement to come from your shoulders and the control to come from your abs. We're going to do one more in each direction, then we're going to add on to this. So you can definitely stay like this. We'll do 4 more each side. Otherwise, you'll bring your feet a little bit closer towards each other. Inhale into a squat. As you exhale, your right leg is going to lift as you circle around to the right, back through center. Inhale into your squat. Exhale, you'll come to stand. Lift the left leg as you circle around to the left. And then inhale back into your squat. We'll do 3 more in each direction, whatever you're doing. Oh, porridge smells so good. It's banana and cinnamon. It's amazing. Damn it, Dan. Distracting me with your food. You're going to step off your roller. We're going to start to bring this down to the floor for a little bit. So you're going to step your roller to the back of your mat, and your feet are going to be on it in a plank. And then you're going to have your hands on your weights. So my palms are facing each other. If that is not the best position for your hands, then you can angle your hands however you like. We're going to come into a row. So you're going to try and keep the roller still. You're going to take an inhale in your plank. As you exhale, your right elbow will draw towards the sky. Inhale it down. Exhale, left elbow draws up in a row. Inhale it down. So as I'm rowing, I'm drawing that same hip down slightly towards the floor. I'm pressing down into that foot to help to stabilize through my pelvis. Got 8 more on each side. We've got 1 more on each side. And then slowly bring it down. You're going to set the knees down. So we're going to do a bunch of plank work, but we're going to break it up with some other movements. Okie dokie. I'll stick my fan over there and try and get some airflow. Okay, so your right shin is going to be on the roller, so long ways on the roller. If you need to tuck your right toes behind you for balance, you do that. Otherwise, you're going to send your left leg long like a gate pose and then come to stand all the way kneeling onto that roller. So you want to try and keep this roller still, obviously, because otherwise you're going to fall off. Both of my weights are in my left hand. You could just use one. Weights are going to come up to the sky. As you inhale, it's a side bend. So think of drawing your right rib cage towards your pelvis as your right hand comes towards the floor. And then as you exhale, my left hand reaches straight up to the sky. So I'm using my side abs to pull me up. Inhale. I'm going to let my right hand come towards the floor. Exhale, my left hand goes straight up towards the sky. Use your side abs. We've got 8 more here. We've got 3 more. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to stay in this position. You're going to take your left hand, it's going to be underneath your left leg a little bit. You're going to take a swing with that right arm. So you're going to come all the way overhead, use a bit of momentum, and then inhale it down. Exhale, swing the left arm, inhale it down. So this one, I want you to kind of go fast on that swing, because the faster you go, the more momentum it's going to create, the harder it's going to be to stabilize. Big exhale as you swing, inhale to release. We do one more each side. You're going to keep your right shin on the roller. You're going to walk your left foot in so that you're in like a half kneeling position. The narrower your little lunge, the harder this is going to be to stabilize. You're going to bend your elbows a little bit. Your palms are going to start facing each other. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bring your arms out kind of on a 45-degree angle. Your elbows are bent. So it's kind of like a long cactus position. And then as you inhale, you'll bring the weights to tap in front of your belly button. Exhale, bring them out. Inhale, bring them in. If you want to make this harder, you come up into those left tippy toes. We've got 6 more. And then you're slowly going to release it. You're going to ground into the left foot, come all the way to standing, and then we're going to come back into a plank, and then we're going to do the other side. So you're going to set your weights down at the front of the mat. You're going to step your feet all the way back onto your roller, tuck under your toes, come into your plank pose. We're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to add on. So you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you'll row, and then you'll straighten the elbow. So the pinky's up towards the sky. Inhale, bend, set it down. Exhale, you'll row, straighten the elbow. Inhale, bend, and set it down. Exhale, row, kick back. Inhale, bend, exhale, down. Exhale, row, kick back. Inhale, bend, set it down. We've got 8 more on each side. Trying to keep that roller nice and still. We've got one more on each side. Set it down, set the knees down, bring that roller so that you can put your left shin parallel on the roller, the lengthways on the roller. And then you'll step your right foot out to the side like a gate pose. Remember, you can have the left toes tucked on the floor behind you, or you can have your whole foot on the roller. Weights are going to come into that right hand. You're going to take the right hand to the sky. As you inhale, reach the left fingertips towards the floor. And then as you exhale, straight up to the sky. So I'm not reaching on a diagonal, I'm going straight up towards the sky with that right hand. Inhale, come into your side bend. Exhale, bring it all the way back up. We've got 8 more. Last one. Beautiful. You're going to bring both of your weights down, one in each hand. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, pretty quickly, you're going to swing that left arm up. Inhale, control it down. Exhale, swing the right arm up. Inhale it down. Exhale left. Inhale it down. Exhale right. Inhale it down. We've got 8 more on each side. Remember, the more explosive that swing, the harder it's going to be to stabilize. So you take that to however difficult you want to make it. One more each side. You're going to heel toe your right foot in so that you're in a lunge. Remember, the narrower you are, the harder this will be. Palms face each other in front of your belly button. Keep your elbows bent. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to come out to that wide cactus position. Inhale it in. Exhale, abduction. Inhale it in. If you want to make this harder, come up onto those right toes. 8 more. One more. Press down into that right foot, come all the way to standing. You're going to step back into a plank pose, so those feet are going to come back on the roller, keeping the roller still. We will add some movement to these planks with our feet, but we're going to do a couple more like this. So from here, you're going to keep your arms straight. Your palm will face the floor this time. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to raise that right hand back behind you. Squeeze your tricep, palm faces the floor. Inhale, set it back down to plank. Exhale, arm stays straight as you raise it behind you. Squeeze that left tricep. Inhale it down. So we're alternating the whole time. Palm faces the floor, squeeze. Inhale it down. Draw the same hip down, same foot down as you lift, squeeze. Inhale it down. We've got 8 more on each side. Last one. And then set it down. Okie dokie. We're going to come into a bird dog. If you've done my foam roller classes, you've done this before. Now we're going to do it with weights. Fun times. So, roller is parallel with the long end of your mat. You're going to step your right shin onto it. You can tuck your toes on the mat if you want, otherwise the whole foot comes to the mat. I'm going to have a weight underneath both hands, but you're only going to be using one. So you cannot have a weight underneath your left hand if you prefer. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to start just by floating that left foot. Turn your left toes slightly towards the midline. Lengthen through your spine. Don't let your face fall to the floor. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap it down. So we're just going to get our balance here. We're going to do 3 more. I'm realizing that I think that my fan is going to be in the way for this next one, but that is okay. At least I'm not going to pass out from the heat. So we'll inhale, tap down. You have the option to add the arm. You can ditch the weight if you want to. Palm will face down. As you exhale, you'll reach the right hand forward as the left leg lifts. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, reach. Don't just dump into the lower back. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 8 more. We're going to take this to the side. So you're going to bend your left knee as if you were in a tabletop. Your left shin is hovering. We'll start with just the leg. As you exhale, you're going to fire hydrant that left leg to the side. Inhale it back in. Exhale, come into your fire hydrant. Inhale it back in. We'll do 3 more and then we'll add the arm. So you inhale it in. As you exhale, the right arm comes out to the side, palm faces down as the left leg hydrants. Inhale, back to center. Oh, this one's hard. Exhale, bring it out to the side. Inhale it to center. We've got 8 more. One more. And then step it off. Give everything a little bit of a shake. And then we'll come to the other side. So now your left shin is going to be on the roller. Your toes can be tucked on the floor or not. Take your hands to your weight or weights. You're going to tuck those right toes behind you. Send them back into a plank leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to float that right leg up to tabletop. Remember, turn your toes in a little bit. Don't just drop your hip down, but try not to rotate it to the sky. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift it up. This side is already way easier. We're going to do 3 more here. Remember, you can stay here or you can do it without the weight. As you exhale, your palm faces down. Your left arm reaches forward as your right leg lifts. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to lift. Inhale to center. We've got 8 more here. One more. And then you'll bring it down. You'll float your right leg next to your left as if you're in a tabletop. As you exhale, you'll fire hydrant. Inhale, bring it down. So as you fire hydrant, try not to throw your whole spine to the right. So you're just moving through that hip joint. Inhale it back to center. We've got 3 more. Remember, you can stay, otherwise we'll add the arm to the side. Palm faces down. As you exhale, arm and leg move to the side. Inhale it back in. I'm taking out my mango tree. Exhale, take it to the side. Inhale it back in. We've got 8 more. One more. And then you'll set it down. We're going to come back into a plank, except this time you're going to have the tops of your feet down to the roller. So you have the top of your feet on the roller. You'll have one hand on each of your weights. Send yourself back into a plank. You're going to walk the roller actually up into the mid-shins. So take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can tap the right hand to the left shoulder. Inhale it down. Exhale, left hand, right shoulder. Inhale it down. Exhale, draw the knees to the elbows. Inhale it back. Exhale, tap right. Inhale down. Exhale, tap left. Inhale down. Exhale, tuck. Inhale out. Exhale right. Inhale down. Exhale left. Inhale down. Exhale, tuck. Inhale it back. We've got 7 more. Two more. Last one. And then set it down. All right, we're going to come onto the back. So we're going to start in a bridge. So you'll have the roller towards the bottom of your mat. You'll have your feet on the roller. And you're going to have your weights in one hand. So I'm going to start with the weights in my left hand. We're going to come into a single leg bridge. So you're going to try and keep the roller still. Your arm is going to come wide. So my elbow is kind of like at a 90-degree kind of cactus position. Your right hand can come to wherever feels best for you. You're going to float your right leg into a tabletop. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to lift up into a single leg bridge. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to press the weights up to the sky. Inhale them down. We're just going to hold this bridge. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Exhale, press. Inhale it down. If this doesn't feel good for your shoulder, bring your elbow closer to your body. So your palm will face more towards the midline and less towards the roller. We're going to do 5 more. Take a peek down. Make sure your hips are even. You're going to keep this single leg bridge. Take one weight into each hand. As you inhale, your arms reach overhead. Your right leg goes long. You're going to tap your hips towards the floor, but don't touch. And then as you exhale, you're going to drive everything up. So the right knee comes to the chest, lift the hips, arms towards the sky. Inhale, reach everything long as you lower. Exhale, drive it up, come to midline. Inhale, it's a slow lower. Exhale, it's a powerful drive to midline. We've got 7 more here. One more. And then you'll set the right foot on the roller. Keep your hips high. Put both of your weights in your right hand. Your elbow is going to come wide. Your palm faces towards the back of the room. Your left leg will float up into a tabletop. Make sure your hips are even. As you exhale, exhale, chest press. Inhale, bring it down. Left hand is wherever is best for you. On the floor will give you more stability. Floating somewhere will make it harder. We've got 6 more here. You're going to keep your hips lifted. Take one weight to both hands. As you inhale, lengthen the arm and the leg away from each other, lower the hips. And then as you exhale, drive it all up. Inhale, lengthen and lower. Exhale, drive it all up. 8 more. One more. You're going to take both feet to the roller. One weight in each hand, palms face each other. As you inhale, your hands are going to come away from each other. You're going to roll the roller away from you, straighten your legs. As you exhale, your palms come back towards each other, roll that roller in. Inhale, everything comes away. Exhale, everything comes back in. We're going to do 8 more. You might have to readjust a few times because you'll probably find that you wiggle your way along your mat a little bit. 6 more. Last one. And then bring it in, set it down. We're going to sit ourselves up. You're going to take your roller so that it's parallel with the long end of your mat. Okay. You're going to take yourself so that you're sitting at one end of your roller, because when you roll down, I want your whole body supported on the roller. So you want your head supported. So sit yourself right near the end, and then you're going to roll yourself all the way down. Make sure you're nice and central on the roller. You're going to come up onto your left tippy toes. If you're feeling really jazzy and you feel like you can do it, you can float both of your legs into tabletop. I cannot do that. So I'm going to come onto my left toes. Both hands face the sky. Both arms are up to the sky. My right leg is in tabletop. I'm going to turn my left palm to face the back of the room, so towards my toes. As you inhale, keep the roller as still as you can. You're going to reach the left arm and the right leg away from each other. Right hand just stays up to the sky. And then as you exhale, slow control, bring them back in. So when you draw that knee in, try not to draw it all the way to the chest. You're just coming to the line of the hip. Inhale, take everything away. Exhale it back in. You could stay here. Otherwise, like we did in that bridge pose, as you inhale, both arms will reach overhead. And then as you exhale, bring everything back to center. Wherever you are, we're going to do 7 more. One more here. Hands are up towards the sky. You'll float the right foot down or you'll stay in tabletop. Right toes are an option. Left leg will float to tabletop. As you inhale, start just right arm, left leg. Exhale it to center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale it to center. Option for the last 8 to take both arms as you inhale and then exhale back to center. We've got 7 more. You're going to take your hands down by your sides. You're going to float both legs up into tabletop. So harder would be having your weights kind of, um, what's this word that I'm looking for, like up and down to the floor. So like balanced on the ground and then your hands balancing on that. You could stay here or your hands could be flat. You're going to inhale, tap your right toes to the floor without arching your back. So your lower ribs stay on the roller, and then exhale, bring it in. Inhale, tap the left toes. Don't draw your right knee to chest. Exhale, bring it in. If you want to make this harder, I'm going to float the left hand. As you inhale, you'll tap the right toes, reach the left hand. Exhale it back to center. Left hand finds the weight or the floor. Opposite side. Inhale, right arm, left toes. Exhale it back to center. We're going to do 5 more on each side. Try not to press really heavily into the hand that is on the floor or balanced on the weights. You want to try and almost imagine that you could do this without anything touching the floor, except for the roller, obviously. I totally lost count at some point. So we're going to do 3 more on each side. And then you're going to set everything down. Bring your legs to a comfortable position. You can set your weights off to the side. And you're just going to let your arms come into a cactus position. As you inhale, you're going to reach your fingertips towards the top of the rib. And then as you exhale, you're going to slide your elbows down towards your waist. You should feel a nice stretch in through your chest. Inhale, reach up and overhead. As you exhale, you'll feel the inner edge of your shoulder blades sliding along that roller. Do 3 more here. As you inhale, you reach the fingertips up and overhead. As you exhale, fingertips come to the sky. Gentle tuck of the chin to the chest as you peel yourself all the way up on the roller. And then you're going to sit the roller so that it's parallel with the short edge of your mat. We're going to come into a figure 4. So you could just come into a pigeon of some description. Otherwise, you'll cross your right ankle over your left knee. You're going to shift so that your right butt cheek is on the roller. And then you're just going to roll back and forward. And then we're going to switch it to the other side. So you can definitely take a lot more time doing this if you want to. I'm just throwing a little bit of it in at the end. And then you're going to come to sit on your roller. Extend your legs out in front of you. You can totally just sit on the floor as well if you want to. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, forward fold. And slowly roll yourself up. Please feel free to continue foam rolling, doing some muscle release if you want to. Otherwise, you're going to find a cross-legged position. You can stay seated on the roller and just let your legs cross in front of you. When you're ready, you'll close down through your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose, draw your shoulders up to your ears. And a big open mouth exhale, let it go. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you have calmness in your thoughts, clarity in your words, and generosity in your heart. Namaste.